Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. How are you guys doing? A few minutes late on later than normal on a Thursday night. I mean, guys, who plays football on a Thursday night? City don't. Let's have a quick look to see what's going down. It's pretty quiet. Maybe some of you watching Wolves or United play. It's life so bad. You got to watch United play. Hey Spencer 13, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. The Saint, well, it's not. It's been reported in America. It's been reported that this could be happening. Yeah, it's not what you want to read. But I mean, I'm just seeing it myself, guys. I've been really, really busy. Can't believe it. Can anybody believe it? We'll go through the story for it with you guys. Chris, how you doing, mate? Emmerdale Cup. That's what I thought, James Davis. Mumin Hamza, hi. Hope you're well. That's what I thought. But the stories coming out of America, obviously we don't know how serious they are, all sorts of stories. But CBBS, so you got to worry a little bit, It would really be, well, it'd be a shock, wouldn't it? It'd be a massive shock if he goes there. But hey, look, he's the thing is, he's too young to retire from top level football. Really, he's too good. He's playing too well to retire from top class football. Let's dig into this story then. CBS Sports, okay. So they're reporting it. I've seen it reported somewhere else as well. I'm just trying to remember where it was. I saw it reported. So it's on the Major League Soccer site as well. So, well, would help if the CBS Sport would open. Well, it would be amazing, wouldn't it? I've lost me signals, guys. The Saint, I was watching Man United fan channels watch long as they are. Funny to watch the life drain out of them as the time ticks on. Chris Welch, I only watch Emmerdale Cup when it all kicks off in the quarterfinals. Yeah, I mean, look, I heard of Bernard, hope you're well. Yeah, that's right, Chris Welch. Inter Miami is Beckham's club. Let's see. So, I mean, it's on the Major League Soccer.com. Okay, now here's the thing. It says, after countless rumors and players interested, Inter Miami are reportedly set to sign their first superstar. This was from The Independent, so it's come out Tony Evans. I'm not a fan of Tony Evans. This is according to The Independent. So even though the reports coming out of America, it's come from the Indie. It come out this afternoon, and so obviously they talk about Silva, but it's news to me. So basically they're going on this story from Tony Evans, distrustworthy person. Hi Angus, hope you're well. I missed Asa. I'm going to go back and give my highs. Asa Bevington, English Mastiff. Hi Cole. Hi everybody. If I miss you out, I apologise profusely. But it's been reported in America, but it's come from Tony Evans, okay, in the Independent. To be honest, I don't read that stuff. Sadly, these... let's have a look. Tony Evans. Let's have a look then. See if we can get more information. Well, this is what Tony Evans said. Wow. I mean, it is. I'm in disbelief, shock. You know, David Silva is still a fantastic player. You know, why would he go to? Just don't understand it. I mean, could he feel that after 10 years, Vincent's gone? You know, maybe he thinks he wants to go too, and he doesn't want to hang around. I don't know what to say, guys. Hotel Mumbai, very gritty, powerful film. Let's try and open this. Problem with this nowadays, with these, yeah, I'm not going to go onto the Independent because that's got ad blocker. Well, I use an ad blocker, so that's not going to happen. Just going to send a quick message because I'm supposed to be podding tonight. Chris Welch, our Soko fans laughing at Karras' later mistake for Besiktas. She doesn't play for us, but our Soko fans laughing at former players. Yeah, it's, you know, it's terrible. It really isn't nice what some Soko fans do. Carl says he served as well. We know he's going after this season. Why not? I wish him well. Probably get a good payday. Better weather. Yeah, I think it's Carl. I thought, a lot of us thought that he'd go to Las Palmas after he finished at City. The club, okay, he won't be playing against City, but it'll still hurt a bit to see him play at such a. He's still playing at such a high level. Thanks, Angus. Hey guys, if you haven't seen the Watford preview, it's going to be a slow burner, that. But please go and check it out if you can. The Watford preview. Just trying to keep up on tracks with everything. It might not be another long one, guys. Well, that's it. That's it, Saint. Silva's still at the top of his game. I mean, City wanted him to stay. They offered him an extra a contract extension, and he's decided no. So, you know, I just hope we can win it all for him this season. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. We've already got one trophy in the bag, if you want to call it a trophy. And why not? Let's win the Europa League as well. Gustavo Cortez, Erling Haaland to City? No, I really doubt it. Apparently his agent is Mina Raiola, and look, even though his dad is Alpha Inge Haaland, ex-City player, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Asa Bebbington, what do I reckon to Riyad Mahrez's performance against Shakhtar? Well, look, he scored a goal in the first half, and he provided an assist. Beautiful control. So he made a big difference in that first half. Look, we had a ton of chances, but he stuck his away and he provided an assist. And 2-0 at half-time, the game was over. So I think he did all right, Asa. I think he did all right. I still think he wants to shoot too often, because look, at Leicester, he was the big star. And at Leicester, you can get away with some wayward shooting and some greediness because he was still delivering. At City, you can't get away with that. You can't because the level is so much higher. You're not better than all these other players. So I think he did all right. EM says Cancelo only 10 minutes. He's a ball. Look, he's an attacker. He's an attacker, so it's going to be extremely interesting. Angus says community actually counts as a trophy. Yeah, Cole, can't argue about that, Cole. Cancelo looked good, says Bernard. Well, I don't know about good chances, but he wellied at least a couple way over the bar. Way over the bar. Carl, you're a cheeky scamp, aren't you? Fernandinho must have a CB card in FIFA. Well, I think Walker's got a CB card in FIFA. Makes all the difference. Look, actually, Mahrez could have scored a hat-trick yesterday. Gabby Jesus could have scored a hat-trick yesterday. KDB could have scored a hat-trick yesterday. You know, it was that kind of game. Bernard, I think that foul that he gave, it was a lunge from behind. It's always going to be a free kick. Fernandinho just knows how to do it. The one thing that no one's picking up on, okay, maybe I'm just a cynical, negative kind of guy. The one thing that no one's picking up about Rodri that I've noticed in his last two games, okay, is when he gets beaten, he gives up. When he gets beaten, he gives up. Okay, he did it against Norwich. Well, not Norwich. The Norwich game. Okay, he did it against Norwich, where the guy knocked it over him and he didn't do anything. He actually gave up chasing. Okay, that's when Cantwell scored. So that was that wasn't good. Okay, and I saw it again yesterday against Shakhtar. I think it was Tyson who nutmegged him. Okay, and around the halfway line or something. And Rodri did not bother to chase back. He didn't bust a gut. That's what I'd expect. And I think that's the difference between him at the moment and others. He should have been busting a gut to get back. That's my worry. This attitude that once someone's gone past him, he just gives up. Yes, he might not be as fast as the other guy and he might not be able to catch him up, but he should, I believe, be coming back as a defensive midfielder to help out the defense, just in case someone manages to hold him up or there's a ricochet or a rebound and he's there to pick up the pieces. I don't think Fernandinho would just give up the ghost when he knows someone's faster than him and just let him go. You've got to, as City's motto is, fight to the end. You've got to chase and chase hard. You don't have to be the fastest player to work hard. Chase back, because look at that Mahrez goal yesterday. That came from a rebound from the keeper. No one reacted. Mahrez was just there, tapped it in. Now, if somebody was chasing back, if someone had given up, if you give up, you've got no chance. If you chase, you've got some chance, and that's what I always believe. Chris Welch says our so-called fans are abusing former players and current players are the same ones that say all this plastic seat. Oh, look, they're not fans, Chris. They don't deserve to be called football fans. EM says Fernandinho's captain, fantastic. Are you steaming or streaming, Angus? You got to tell us, mate. Steaming or streaming? Cole, take some advice from me. Don't do social media. It's just a waste of time. Take it from me. It wastes my time. I did less today than normal. It's a waste of time. That's EM. That's it. Don't go besides WhatsApp and YouTube. It's not worth it. Then I punched the wrong side for sub button on vlog today. So embarrassing. Oh. So it is addictive, Angus. That's the problem. you know, when I was pushing the other channel and this one as well at the start, I was on Twitter all the time. And the funny thing was, before I started doing the YouTube stuff on football, I wasn't using Twitter. I used Facebook a bit, but I wasn't using Twitter at all, even though I had a couple of accounts for business, but I hardly ever used it then. But it is addictive, and you can just, when my phone says you've been on, social media for 8 hours today, I think, huh? That's not work. That's just messing about. Yeah, I'm just looking at some pictures of Fernandinho. He doesn't look old at all. Excuse me. That's the thing, Cole. We don't have the time to use it. And then once you start using it, you stop doing other stuff. You find a reason to waste time. So, at least when I'm away next week, when I'm doing, especially when I go to Germany, I will be on social media a lot. But when you're working, you can't be on social media in between shows or before shows. I'll be there tweeting stuff out, but you got to be very careful. Instagram, tweeting, and Facebook. Someone robbed 500 DVDs. I hope they're blank ones, Bernard. I hope they were blank. Cole says, I watch people eating and typing at the same time. Take a mouthful, check phone, mouthful. Nah, I don't like that. Here's a bit tonight, guys. What do you reckon City's new follow song? David Silva, Okita Acontecendo. Well, I have to speak English, fella. City's new follow song. Well, here's a. The thing is, what I don't understand is, you had guys on the concourse singing the songs while the game was on. That's it, Bernard. That normally happens, isn't it? Police, by the time police arrived, they've scarpered. So yeah, it's a song's all right, but it's a funny thing. A lot of older fans said the youngsters, mostly the youngsters, were behave yourself, Ian. Most of the youngsters were singing on the concourse outside. When they did get to the stands after the game had already started, they were very quiet. They were very quiet. I mean, you had people mumbling and grumbling and not too happy, mumbling and grumbling at our performance, but they weren't singing to support the team. Not singing enough for me. But on the concourse, instead of going out and watching the game, they were singing and drinking. I don't understand. Honestly, I don't. There's some people allegedly that never get. They just stay on the concourse. If the match is on a screen there, they just stay on the concourse watching. The footy there. I mean, it's so many times that if I have to go to the loo, very rarely do I go to the loo when I'm watching a football match. But sometimes, like my kid was with us once, he wanted to go to the toilet. What do? You can't let him take a leak in his pants, so you go take him down to the toilets. So many people on the concourse just chatting away. They weren't even watching the football. Wow, Angus, United are winning and Wolves are losing. That's a shame. I'd have liked that to be the other way around. Wolves were in a really shocking run of form. And the first game I put Patricio in my goal, he lets in 5. So he's out. He's out. Prediction for what for the 3-0 City? That's what I've said earlier on today. £40 each. Wow. Guys, hands up if you watch my Watford video. I'm not sure about no phones, but close the bars, turn all the tellies off, and clear the concourse. Get them out watching the game. Look, they're a decent side, Watford, you know. And if Troy Deeney is going to play, name out the blue. If Troy Deeney is going to play, you know, he'll put some physicality in. Bernard saying City 4, Watford 0. That's right, Chris. United, they are so bad. They played a few kids at the team lineup. Obviously, second choice keeper. Couple of kids in the defence. One or two in midfield, and Rashford up front. Is it true? Can't remember where I read this. That I'm going to check this out, guys. There's something I can't believe this stat. Okay, I can't believe this stat. So I'm going to check it officially on the Premier League's site. I honestly can't believe this. Marcus Rashford. Okay. Just going to try and find his stats. His best season. Trying to just get his stats up. Marcus Rashford has scored his best ever season was last season. He scored 10 league goals. Okay? Remember that number. 10 league goals. I'm just going to give you I'm just going to do some research here, guys. So Marcus Rashford, in his best ever season for Man United, yeah, got to remember this is now his 5th season. So he came in 2015-16, he scored 5 goals in 11 games. The next season he had 32 appearances, 5 goals. Next season, 35 appearances, 7 goals. Last season, 33 appearances, 10 goals. His best ever season, 10 league goals. Okay, he's got 30 goals altogether. Tammy Abrahams, heard of him? Tammy Abraham, okay, he's already got 7 league goals this season. He's going to smash Marcus Rashford's best. Yeah, I mean, Tammy's played in the league. I'm just checking. He played 14. Is that right? So I can't believe that. He's played 5, 10, 14 games in the Premier League. Played on loan at Swansea as well. But this season he's got 7 goals for Chelsea. He's on his way to beating Marcus Rashford's best ever Premier League goal tally in a season. We're getting some funny old scores. So ASA says 5-1 City. Sergio Aguero hat-trick. Angus, United took 72 minutes to score. Angus is giving it City 6, Watford 0. Angus is 10 league goals. How is that possible? Abram, yes, Chelsea. Rashford still gets ahead of it. Absolutely, Chris. You know, what's Rashford done? There you go, Bernard. I tell you what, Bernard, I don't know why people don't like you. I've got a suspicion. Yeah, the sad thing is on the live streams, I don't think I can do it. I can set it up on my live streams, which is why I've got 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if I can do it. I mean, it might be something that's a possibility, but I can't do it till it's after the event. Let's give it a go. Thank you to Roxana Polkowska, new subscriber to our channel. I think we're up to, was it 960 something? We're edging closer, guys. 966 it says, edging closer. Let's see if I can do this then. If I can get rid of the tick thing. Nah, it's not letting me do it. Let me see if you let me go into the live streaming on YouTube. Yeah, it's got me down as offline. I can't do this. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Anyway. Wow, will it let me do this? I'm just going to check something, guys, on YouTube, see if it'll let me into this live studio. No, it's not going to let me in. Anyway, I just thought I'd see if I could do that. Hi, Killer Manila. Hope you're well. Let's go back through your messages, guys. Keep up to date. See, everybody likes Burnley. Asa says Iheanacho, when he was at City, had the best goals per minute rush ever in the Premier League, and people were still saying Rashford was better. Absolutely. We all like Bernard, says Chris. Bernard, the greatest guy I've ever seen on Twitter and YouTube. EM says, how can anyone dislike Bernard? It's a sick world we live in. Hi, Killer Manila. I'm not sure if I can do it immediately, Bernard. I will have a look as soon as the live stream's over, if I can do it. I don't think I can set it up using this software before I start the live stream. The thing is, Bernard, it's only a suspicion. It's only a suspicion, but you get the same number of downticks that I get. Yeah, I regularly get 5 or 6. Yeah, I look at it now, I've got 6. So I regularly get 5 or 6, Bernard. It could just be some people, it could be the same people, are not happy that you do your Premier League review on this channel. I don't know. It just seems too much of a coincidence that you've suddenly got 5 or 6 people doing that. Killer, you got to explain yourself, man. I'm going to put this up on the screen. So Killer says we have to play with Walker as centre-back. Why? Didn't you see Fernandinho? Masterclass yesterday. Okay, he didn't have much to do, but masterclass. Well, that's what I get, Bernard. Yeah, I regularly get between, it's usually 4, 5 or 6 straight away. Okay. It just seems highly coincidental that we're both getting 5 or 6 people very quickly within a few minutes. I mean, I've been on for less than half an hour. I mean, I was on for less. Well, I didn't check till after 20 minutes, but I got 6 people straight away. Killer, Otamendi is bad. You're all right. You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't think many will agree with it. EM, does anyone take notes of dislikes on YouTube? I don't know, mate. It's just it doesn't mean that much at the end of the day, but it's not nice, is it? Come on, guys, it's not nice. And we like to be liked. Chris Welch, I get dislikes on my channel, but don't care to. Yeah, mostly it doesn't bother. I mean, to be honest, I don't look now. I generally don't look anymore. It just frustrates. It frustrates that people are so stupid and narrow-minded to do that. Yeah, I agree, Bernard. It's a principle. Yeah, that's right, Colin. It's just it is irritating because then people who come with an open mind, it's easy to get influenced these days. It's so easy to get influenced by what you see. Oh, I'm just going to stretch a little bit. Mike James hasn't been around for a while. I've noticed that. It's a shame. You'll get 10 kicks on your backside. Is it whoever's that message? Mark, that we should play the same side we played against Watford. In Pep, we trust. Yep, absolutely, Mark. We got to play a good side. Killer says, if you play with a centre-back who are not tall like Otamendi and Fernandinho, it's better to play with Walker and centre-back. I'll say this again, Killer. Walker, so basically what you're going to do, you're going to play Walker out of position because he's not a centre-back. Just he played there for England, but Walker isn't a centre-back. So you're going to play Walker out of position and you're going to play Cancelo, who's not got a lot of much experience in the Premier League. So you've got two people, either out of position or inexperienced. Yeah? So that's my opinion. You got let's just get rid of this guy. So you've got as I said, you'd have Walker out of position, Cancelo new to the Premier League. I'd rather have Fernandinho playing at centre back and Walker at right back. I don't want too many people. Okay, I don't want too many people either playing out of position or being inexperienced. It's like saying let's start with Angelino, Cancelo as fullbacks and Walker in central defence. Too many changes. Killer, no, Killer. Fernandinho is going to make a big difference. I'm sure of it. I don't think Mendy's ready to play yet, Bernard. I think it's going to be Zinchenko who's going to start the game. I mean, for the Watford, I'm not one to change it too much. I think I would start Mahrez instead of Bernardo Silva. That's a definite for me. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez are going to alternate quite a lot this season. To see who's starting. But I would personally what team would I put out? I'd have Edison, Walker, Fernandinho, Otamendi, Zinchenko, Rodri, KDB, David Silva, Mahrez, Sergio, and Raheem Sterling. That's it, Chris. You just get extra views. And the goons, have you noticed sometimes the goons just can't help themselves, and then they come out and say something and then get banned. I actually like that. I like that when they can't help themselves, because that's all they are. They're just goons following a piper who's a liar and a cheat and a thief. So if that's how they want to spend their time, if that's how they want to spend their lives, good luck to them. So, guys, have we come up with a consensus? City are going to beat Watford. I think that's what we've all agreed. We've all agreed City are going to beat Watford. It's the bottom line. So we're waiting for my missus to turn up. Anything else to talk about City, guys? I know it's a bit quiet. The game yesterday against Shakhtar was far too easy. Can you believe this, guys? Apparently the attendance at Old Trafford is over 75,000. I can't believe that. I can't. That must be someone must be kidding. Somebody must be kidding. Yeah, talking about trolls. Talk about trolls. So you read your comments first. Yes, I agree with you there, Ray, in terms of Mahrez over Bernardo, because so far this season, yeah, that's what I said. Mahrez has played better than Bernardo. Angus is guaranteeing a win. Bernard says there were 220. That's what it said on the TV. The guys there said there was about 100. And I can't believe United had 75,000 because someone said they tweeted a picture from a mate, and look, there were thousands and thousands of empty seats. I can't believe 75,000 were there. Absolutely, Carl. Angus, I've had trolls on Instagram, Facebook. I only have trolls on Twitter. I get beautiful women wanting to contact me on Facebook. Happens all the time. I mean, can you blame them? Killer, you're right. We have a distinct problem with corners, and out of our last, I think it's last 11 or 12 goals, 5 have been from corners. So what do you guys? I'll put this at Chris first, but everybody can respond. What do you think, Chris, of Jurgen Klopp was it a press conference a couple of days ago, saying that he would not talk to the Sun? Hey, Alan, hope you're well. That's it, Bernard. Tears were shut. 20,000 given to schools, and they want to say 75,000. Yeah, Angus KDB not playing well. So, Chris, and anybody else want to comment on what the story a couple of days ago that a report from the Sun wants to ask a question of Jurgen Klopp at the press conference, and Jurgen said, "No, I don't talk to the Sun." That's it. He said, "You can stay and listen, but I do not talk to the Sun anymore." And I suggested that maybe they're going to they were thinking of running a story on him, because what he said was something like, for something that they're going to run or something that's going to happen in the next weeks. And someone said apparently it's about one of the players. I've been given a name, but I'll not give that name out. So they were going to run a story about one of the players and his wife. So that's why Jurgen doesn't want to talk. And look, after what they did to Ben Stokes, after what they did to Millie Dowler, after what they've done time and time and time again, this organisation, it's just, I don't mind which way its politics are, any newspaper, but they are just low. And I criticise my opinion, but I criticise any footballer, any sports person, any celebrity, any organisation, any business that works with the Sun. The Sun only survive because people read it, people talk about it, people advertise in the Sun. Once people start taking their business and boycotting some of these organisations that support the Sun with their advertising and other stuff, then that's the only way. You've got to take positive action. If you don't, then all we'll do is just keep on complaining. Carl says, stop the zone of marking for a while, get marking the action men and cut out that route to our goal. Well, I think, first of all, leave Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling up front. That's it. Leave them up front. Make the opposition keep at least, when you work it out, if we keep 2 guys up front, the team with the corner has to keep at least 3 men back. If you add the goalkeeper and the guy taking the corner, that's 5 men out of the game. So they can only have 6, and they won't have 6 in the box because they're worried about the threat of us breaking away. Some teams would keep 3 up front. 3 players. Pick your 3 fastest and tiniest players, leave them up front. That way you end up with only 3 or 4 players of the opposition in the penalty area, and you still got, say, 6 or 7 and your keeper. You should be able to cope with that. EM, you don't buy it yourself, it's far right propaganda. Angus, I never purchased or read the Sun. Angus reads the Metro Sunday Times. I'm not sure about the Metro, isn't that Daily Mail paper? Sunday Times is from the same stable, Angus. So Sunday Times, and the Sun, TalkSport, they're all owned by the same. Behave yourself, EM. Yeah, son's full of goons. I mean, when we were kids, we used to read the Telegraph. I love sports. We read sports all day long. Telegraph was great for sports. Then we moved on to the Independent. That was, and I used to read the Independent from cover to cover when I was a teenager. Just, everything. Bernard, was that the season when Pep first came? And we were leaving players up front. Look at that, Saint. Man United squeezed to a 1-0 win. Daily sketch. The pink final. I remember getting the pink final only rarely as a kid, because we were not allowed to, when you're a kid, we never got papers. Or I used to get my cousins. My cousin used to get the pink. When I was, young, he used to get the pink. So I could occasionally get a glance at that. Yeah, Chris. Well, look, I was in Liverpool in the late 80s. From 87, I went to university in Liverpool. So from 87 to 90, I was in Liverpool. I lived there. And you got a feel for the city. Carl says, all he works here for opportunity, do stay back though, otherwise you have even more room in that box. Who's going to take that gamble, Carl? Teams are defending like crazy against City with so many men behind the ball. I don't think anybody's going to take that risk. Teams are cautious. They're naturally cautious. Who's going to take that risk? Maybe someone like Liverpool might. Teams that are really good in attack. But who's going to take the risk? Because especially against City, if you take that risk and it backfires and City score, you're going to be absolutely castigated for it. I can't see anybody taking that risk. Yeah, Angus, 89, the cheers. I was in halls of residence. The cheers in the halls of residence back in 89. All right, one of my mates was an Arsenal fan, but the cheers in the halls of residence, you could hear it for miles, I'm sure. Maybe someone else did it before Pep. Then maybe it was Manuel Pellegrini. I can't see Mancini doing that. Certainly not. Hughes hadn't got the brains for that, has he? Mancini is defensive coach. I couldn't see him doing that. So maybe it's Pellegrini, the engineer. Not a great name. The engineer, Manuel Pellegrini. Well, because he was an engineer. People are complaining about watching the United game. Well, serves you right. Oh, have you seen this Darren Lewis? I listened to a little bit of that Darren Lewis. I mean, the guy's no shame. The guy has no shame taking the money from TalkSport, which is basically a Liverpool paper. Yeah, sorry, a Sun. It's part of the same empire. Doesn't Darren sport Liverpool? Well, it shouldn't be for the reason, that shouldn't be the sole reason that he should have nothing to do with TalkSport, in my opinion, or the Sun. Yeah. But Darren's already interested in making money. That's why he does it. Yeah. He's, a Liverpool fan, and all the history with the Sun and Liverpool and what the Sun have done and what TalkSport do. Saddens me that this guy's got a platform. Really does. So, guys, probably drawing to the end. Let's have a look. My dad was at Canterbury and went mental the same day, says Angus. EM says I used to work a lot in Liverpool years ago. Great on the beer after work. Great time, great lads. Yeah, I rarely had trouble in Liverpool. Rarely. Beasley given 8 months of football ban. Shame what he's turned into. Well, look, I don't think he's turned into it, Chris. It's probably what he was always like. And sometimes nobody says anything against, high-profile players. Carl, does anybody want to do player ratings? I've got 6 minutes. Rather than do player ratings, because I think they were so poor, let's look for man of the match. So that's my question. Who was your man of the match last night? So that's my question to you. I've lost my question. St. Beardsley, he said some quite blatantly racist things to academy kids. He got done for, I think, 3 counts of basically racist comments. There's no question about it. So let's look who is here. Fernandinho gets 9 out of 10 from EM. Bernard gives it to Mahrez. Angus gives it to Mahrez. Cole says Fernandinho made the transition look so easy, even though opposition weren't up so much. Mark the Blue says Fernandinho. Saint says Mahrez. EM says Fernandinho. I think it's between Fernandinho and Mahrez, to be honest. I give it to Mahrez last night. So Cobby, hey Cobby, we're just about to finish, man. Gabe was your man of the match. Rodri from Cobby. That's 1 for Rodri and about 4 for Mahrez and 4 for Fernandinho. Absolutely, Angus. Yep, St. Peter Beardsley. Peter Beardsley. Living in the past. Chelsea, Liverpool. 16-0 to Chelsea. No, in all honesty, Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 2. So the man of the match, toss up between Fernandinho and Riyad Mahrez from last night. Worst player of the match. So who's your worst player of the match then? Someone's asked. Worst player of the match. Who could that be? Kevin De Bruyne, someone says. Let's have a look. Bernard says Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. Angus says 1-1. Cobby says 2-1 to Chelsea. EM says yes, certainly was quite. I thought he was skinning his marker, but he didn't really deliver. Up the blue, says Cobby. So Bernard's going for Sterling. Saints going Otamendi. How can you have Otamendi as the worst player last night? They didn't score. That's all that mattered. Right, guys. I think that's my lot. For City still outside, Zinchenko for me just does enough defending, but his crossing was awful. KDB did not really. Yeah, KDB was poor for me. You probably hit the nail on the head there, Carl. Sterling, Zinchenko, KDB. But we still won 3-0 and we could have won by 12. Really was. It's a funny old thing that basically we picked up on Sterling, Zinchenko, KDB, Walker, and we still won 3-0. And we still could have scored a hatful of goals. That's what it is now. Guys, I think that's my lot. It's 10 o'clock and waiting for a phone call. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for your contributions tonight. Cole, Angus, EM, The Saint, Bernard, Cobby, EM, if I haven't mentioned you, everybody, Chris Welch, Mac, The Blue, everybody else who's been on. Thank you very much for your participation and your contributions tonight. And we'll say goodbye. Cheers, EM, Carl, Bernard, Angus. Take it easy, guys, and catch you tomorrow, hopefully. Ciao. Arrivederci.